Mushroom harvesting. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're inside our grow house. This is one of them. We have others but I just wanted to give you an update of what is happening. We are experiencing good yields. We are very unique in the market right now because of a lot of heat. A lot of mushroom farmers are not producing, but for us, even though we're in a hot area, we are very we are putting so much effort to make sure that we are keeping our house cool. The number one thing is to make sure that your house is made of either earthen, a mud house, or it's made of stone, which our house is. Number two, ceiling. And ceiling doesn't have to be expensive. This is cartons bought from supermarket, and then because the cartons will absorb a lot of the moisture that you need for your mushroom growing, you put the polythene on top to make sure that it's nice and damp and humid. Mushrooms love humidity. Yes. And then number three, keep pouring water on the floor. Spray water on the bags so that it stays nice and humid and wet. Another thing, we've put a net all around the house to shade it. This is shade net that helps reduce the UV lights that are landing there. Then another thing, we have a fan that is powered by solar. So we've got a solar panel around 5 Gs. It's not expensive, and then you just connect it directly to power that fan. So in case the temperatures get too hot, this is our gadget for measuring temperature. It's electric. As you can see, it's 22.3 right now. It's very hot, and the moisture is 52%. I don't know if this is inverted, but yeah, so the moisture is 52%, which is good moisture, and then the temperature is 22.3. It should not go beyond 22 degrees. It should be 18 at idealist, but yeah, this is what we are working with. Yeah, so I'm excited, I'm happy. And for button, it's a high value crop, so you will need a lot of investment, but you will also get good produce. So people usually say, can I start small with button mushrooms? You can start small with button mushrooms because of reason number one: the seed is sold in liters. It is imported either from South Africa or from Germany, and it comes in 15 liters pack. It's refrigerated all the way, cold rooms and everything, and once you pick it, you're supposed to put it in the fridge until the time you're putting it in your bags, and that bag goes for 18,000 or less or more, around there. And once you open that bag, you can't reuse it. So when you're setting out to do your button farm, don't do at 1 or 2 bags. That's a lie. So you need at least 50 bales of wheat straw, which will give you about 400 bags, which is what we have currently in each house. We don't do too many bags per house because of infection. You'd rather have many grow houses. So yeah, but for oyster, that one is very forgiving. You can start even with 1 bale, which will need about a liter to colonize, and that spawn is around 700 to 800 shillings. Yomeshika, yes. So the grow bags, we don't sell our button grow bags because they're too valuable. The value is too high, and moving it will just distort, because you need this casing soil, on the right. You need this casing soil on top, and then you can see that the grass is at the bottom. So this is the compost grass, and then the casing soil is on the top. So if you tell me to sell you this, I will be disturbing that movement, and eventually when it gets to you, it might be infected. There could be a problem, and I don't do that. But for oyster, very forgiving, very hardy seed. It can go on and on and on and on, even if it has infection of blue, green mold, black mold, it can still possibly fruit. But for button, it will just be quiet. Another challenge you might have, apart from high cost of production of button, is these flies. So these flies are very annoying. Let me show you. They're very annoying. I don't know if you can see them, and we use this to catch them because we are an organic farm. So you buy these things from Coopert, and then they can be able to stick there, but you can see how annoying they are. Yeah, because we are an organic farm, we don't usually use a lot of pesticide for our button production. The other thing you need to know is that all this will be removed in about 3 months, because you need 1 month outside composting the grass and the manure. So you keep turning it weekly for a month, and then after that you bring it inside, you close the bag for carbon dioxide, and then after 2-3 days you put your spawn, which is the seed, and you continue covering it. Then the spawn will start eating into the grass and the bag will start turning grayish whitish. Then after that, you put your casing soil. This is virgin forest soil. You can buy it from JKUAT for 6 shillings a kilo. Then you add some cocoa peat to increase the moisture. You want that environment of high moisture, and that's why you add the cocoa peat with the soil. Then after that, you just wait for the pinheads to start, and they start pinning and pinning and pinning and pinning. Yeah, so that's about it for button. Let me show you around and you can have a look. Yeah, so that's how they pop, and within a day or two, if you see these white things, yeah, this will all be mushrooms. So you're kind of looking at potential money. When you see those white dots, means money. It means money. Look at these ones. If you see them growing too close to each other like this, it means the seed was not spread well in that bag. So it should be individual so that you don't have a problem harvesting. But you can see we are in business. This will be ready in a day or two. Try to keep it as white as possible so that the market doesn't refuse your crop. So make sure when you're harvesting, your hands are clean, you're holding the stem and not the head. Then you're using a brush to make sure that you're brushing the soil off. Yeah, you can see like this one. It's doing so well, and you can be too. So we are available for farm training every Friday or Saturday, and you can come and see what we are doing, see the structures that we are working with, and how you can also start, and what are the ingredients that you need. We have both oyster and button, but I feel like I've made so much content for oyster. Let me also do something exciting for button. Yeah. We also offer market linkages. We supply to Divers, to Parklands Market, and all other places. So when you farm with us, and we are going to hold your hand, and we can do it using a small fee, we can be able to come and hold your hand and do it with you, and that will only cost you a little bit of money. It's good to get expert advice when you're investing that kind of money, because otherwise you might end up losing your investment because you thought you can do it by yourself and then you lost everything. So